Hey guys, it's PonkyPlays. Welcome to our Raid Shadow Legends video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys one of my accounts that I've been doing for my friend referral program for my main account. So this one, I started it and I decided that I wanted to play it only using Bannerlords, and it's definitely been a very difficult but kind of fun challenge to just be able to use champions from a single faction. So I figured I'll take you guys through it, show you the champions I have, where I'm at in places, and I kind of plan on keeping this account for long enough because it's already hit level 50, but I'm planning on continuing it and seeing just how far I can get with it. And I'm also planning on doing the same thing with every single other faction and see how they compare with each other. Obviously, the Bannerlords, the immediate difficulty started when you play the game because the starter champions you get, none of them are from the Bannerlord faction, so I had a really hard time getting my first useful Bannerlord that I could take even to just level 50 and use it as my campaign farmer or anything of that sort. The first one I got was Misericord, who's not a bad one at all, actually. At least as like a campaign farmer and stuff. She's got the A1 that's a double hitter, so it's also helpful in Fire Knight. She can put decrease speed out there, and it's the big version. Then she's got her AoE, and she fills her turn meter for each leaving enemy. So this one could be better if it was just in general. But if she doesn't kill anybody, she gets a little bit of turn meter back. And then she's got counter attack and increased attack on herself, which also helps. But yeah, she was the first one that I ended up taking to level 60 because, I think it was either her. I know for sure Sigmund was one of my first to level 60, but I got him through the promo code, which was really lucky because let's just say I have not had very good luck pulling any Bannerlords, as you can see. Right now, this guy right here, Cryoden, he's just a 5-star chicken. So he's the only above rare champion I've gotten for the Bannerlord faction, and he's definitely be the MVP of the whole run. If you look at the Bannerlords in general, you'll see that it's kind of difficult to actually play most of raid stuff just with Bannerlords. I feel like they don't have a huge wide range of abilities that they can cover in the entire game, and I don't want to say it, but a lot of them aren't top tier champions. Let's just put it nicely. But Sigmund is, again, been really good. I've not been super lucky with legendary books, but at least some of them have fallen into his A2. I would love to get his A3 completely booked, but being able to have a bit of a provoke, decrease attack, the big version, and since it's a double hitter, he's usually lending both skills. Being able to remove the shields is really good for the magic keep, and then also another random buff. It's really just great in a lot of places that you wouldn't necessarily think of either. And then the shield and strengthen is just great. And then his passive also has chances of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs. So he's just a very solid, very tanky champion. I think Riskar might have been the third one I 60'd because he's got an AoE skill that places a shield. It hits decently. He's a defense champion, so he's easier to keep alive. He's got the increased defense on everybody and a counter attack on an ally, which is really useful whether it's on himself, on Sigmund, and then the increased defense helps him and Sigmund. I wish it was the big version, but you know, it's It's what I got. And then he's got a chance of stunning with his A1, which again works really well with the counterattack. I did 60 fast martial. I don't think he's incredible, but out of all the options I had at the moment, he was one of the better ones. I do like that he's got this increased defense on himself and then an extra turn mechanic. I wish that this was a perfect veil, or that he did something else alongside a normal veil, because the veiled champion, as long as they attack, it goes away. It's not super convenient, but I really like this 75% chance to provoke on his A1. It's actually very nice. And then I did build him with bolster set, so him getting that extra turn on his A2 is really, really good. Because then he just gets extra healing. And he's an HP champion, so that HP for the bolster set scales up really, really well. And then I just recently did Halberdier, and the reason why is because he has this high chance of a weaken on his A1. Really, that's the biggest reason why, because right now I don't think anybody that can do decreased defense and weaken, so he was the first one that I pulled that I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to build him. Valerie is valuable. She's one of the few healers. It's not a great heal, but it's something. And then Halberdier, he's given himself extra crit damage, so he can hopefully hit decent. Like, I pulled a few epics, but all of them have been from different factions. I pulled no legendaries in this account. Sigmund was from the promo code, so all the rares that I pulled are the only ones I can use right now. And I feel like a decent amount of them actually were from mystery shards and not ancient shards. I just recently pulled Myrmidon, which actually is going to be really good for clan boss because of his ally protection and then continuous heal on himself. So he's probably the one that I'm going to get to 6-star next, unless I manage to pull something better on the meantime. But yeah, it's like I said, been quite the struggle. Let me really quickly see what I got here. I also, because this is a referral program thing for my main account, I was trying to get to level 50 really quickly in the beginning, so I don't think I was focusing as much on just getting good gear and trying to max out my champions in general. So I don't feel like I got great gear on everybody, like really bad speed, but like okay-ish. I've got both Sigmund, Misericord, and Ristarm in lifesteal sets. Oh, I think, yeah, Halberdier also in lifesteal. And then Myrmidon, I just have a broken set. I'm thinking eventually I'm going to be switching this bolster set over to Myrmidon, just so he can get that extra healing because he's going to be the ally protector. I am needing one more rare tome though for him. But yeah, I guess I'll show you guys really quickly where I'm at in different areas. Let's see where to start. This is where I'm at on Great Hall. I haven't done a whole lot of farming. I can probably level it up a little more. I think I'll upgrade some more accuracy because it's really hard in the early game to get good accuracy. But yeah, not so far because let me just show you the banner lords really quickly. I don't know if you guys have ever paid attention to this much. Arena is, especially right now, it was also in the early game, but now it's gone back to being more of a speed meta. And there's not much for turn meter in Banner Lords, unfortunately. Maybe a little bit of increased speed, but I can't really think of much either. You've got Cethalia that can do turn meter control for your team and for the opponents. Cillian can steal a little bit of turn meter. Staltus can decrease a little bit of turn meter with his A1. I know Kaja can increase your party's turn meter, and Marishka can, and Raglin can do a little bit with her A1, but it's like not any. Kaja and Cethalia are like the only specialist in turn meter for legendaries. For rares or epics, Lordly Legionnaire has a little bit of turn meter decrease on a single target. I don't remember if Signy did a little bit of turn meter. Doesn't look like it. Yolfrig increases your party's turn meter and increase attack, so he would be a really good one to get. I almost want to say that's it for epics, turn meter wise. And then for rares, I don't think I recall anybody doing. Dagger does a little bit of turn meter decrease with her A1, but again, like when it comes to raising your team's turn meter, there's not much. It's very lacking, and it makes Arena really difficult. I feel like most of Bannerlord's gimmick is shields, and it seems like they kind of don't really do much more for Bannerlords, which is really sad. And it sucks as well because there's a few really good epics. Like you've got Stag Knight. I think Jescard is pretty good, especially for what I have right now. Yolfrig would be really great, like I said. Ursala is awesome. Lady Annabelle is great. Archmage Helmet is great, but he's a Doom Tower champion. So there's a few good ones, a lot of underwhelming ones though. And I've gotten most of the rares. I feel like Myrmidon was one of the few rares that would have helped from the ones that I haven't gotten. The only other one I can think of is Dagger, because I don't have decreased defense. And she's got the AoE decreased defense, even though it's not guaranteed. But I think she's gonna be the most useful. But I've gotten really unlucky with shard pools in general. I think Stag Knight is gonna be the best, and Yolfrig. But again, it's not gonna be until I get like some of the really good legendaries, if I ever do, where I'm gonna be able to make much of an advancement. In campaign, I made it all the way through everywhere except for Nightmare. I might be able to push a little forward now on Nightmare, but I don't know if I'd be able to go all the way through and 3-star everything. But I guess, I might be able to get a few more rewards that'll help. So that might be the next thing I do. Dungeons, I try and farm a little bit of Iron Twins, even though I'm very unlikely to pull a good soul. And then if I need to farm the keeps, I do, but unless I pull something good, there's no reason to. I've been farming Minotaur now so that I can get the people I've 60'd masteries on them, so I can get a little further in Clan Boss. Ice Golem stage 10 is the max I've done. Dragon Slayer stage 13 is the max. Spider's Den stage 10. I don't know if I can push any further that'll make it worthwhile. Fire Knight stage 7. I don't know if I can push any further. I might try, but I don't know. And I don't think I've tried either the Sand Devil or the Phantom Shogun. And then Faction Wars, obviously I'm not really worried because I'm only going to be using Bannerlord, so I'm not going to get Lydia, which is fine because she's not going to be helpful either way since she's not a Bannerlord. It'd be nice to get a few more of these rewards, but again, I can't really do a whole lot there. Arena, right now I am in Silver 4. I did get to Gold for a little bit, but it's really hard to stay there when all of my people aren't super fast. I haven't really done any live arena, and then Tag Team Arena I haven't really pushed any, which, I mean, getting the Ancient Chart and Energy would be great, but there's no reason to get any of these champions. Which also, I guess I'll go back. There's, the champions that you can... Okay, right, I get it. There's the champions that you can fuse, which sucks because none of them, like Mikage, none of the metal tier, and none of these are ones that, I mean, I can fuse into them either way, but yeah, there's no point to fuse into any of the metal tier ones because none of them are Bannerlords. And then Relic Keeper's not a Bannerlord, none of these are Bannerlords. Rasen is not, none of these are. Bronma isn't, and none of the rares are. Lysanther is not, neither are. So I've, again, haven't had a need to do any of that. I am, for the daily login, I'm almost at day 16. There's no point in caring about Yaga though. It's not gonna be until Lordly Legionnaire that I'll finally be able to get somebody that I can use. But he's not necessarily super useful, unfortunately, and I don't know if I'm gonna be even going that long in this account, to be honest, to get like all of the other... But I don't recall after Cleopteryx, I don't think any of the ones after her are Bannerlords either. At least I can't recall any of them being Bannerlords. But yeah, I'm not necessarily super high on Arena because of the whole speed issue. Clan Boss, right now I farm normal and hard. I'm almost at a point, so I can do the speed farm, and I'm almost at a point right now where I can farm, I can easily 2-key hard, but I can't do it on a 1-key. Once I can, then I'll go ahead and move to Brutal. And I think with Myrmidon, I should be able to start pushing the next stages up. But it's just hard when you're very limited to your champion pool. I have not tried Hydra. I think I tried it once, and I did so little damage that there was no point, and I have not tried Chimera either. And then Doom Tower, that's as far as I've gotten. I can't pass the Scarab, because again, there's no real turn meter decrease, and then as soon as he gets his turn, he starts controlling my champions. I've got shields, which is great, but it's not, I need better speed gear on my people so that I can try and keep up my shields the entire battle, and maybe I can pass that. I don't know if I've even advanced any on hard. I don't even know if I can. I can try, but and then I haven't reached Curse City yet. But yeah, it's still pretty early. Sure, it's been almost 2 months in the game, but I'm at a point now, since I reached level 50, that all I'm doing is just focusing on getting my dailies done, and then as soon as I get my dailies done, then I just hop in and run the Minotaur. And that's kind of where I'm at. If I get any new shards and stuff, I go ahead and pull them and hope that I pull a new Bannerlord. And then I've only gotten 2 repeats, so I've been able to get this far in the Guardians, which is great because I've got a lot of rares, and being able to power this up more would be awesome. But yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna go. I do think it's a very fun challenge, though. I hope you guys will stick around. I'll probably update it if anything new happens, anything exciting, like a big change to the account happens. But I am planning, probably today, if not tomorrow, to start the start a new account and start it as a high elves only. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm going to be posting that probably as my next video. So I hope you guys stay tuned. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.